Good afternoon, New Canaan High School. I'm Ian Nicholas, and this week I'm on Main Anchor. Today is Friday, May 15th, and a day A. We've got a lot of news to cover this week, so let's get right into it.
And I'm on Linoff, relieved of weather duty for this week and finally here as an anchor. And before we start the show, let's play our weekly video from our principal. What you got for us, Mr. Egan?
Hey kids, it's Mr. Egan. I just wanted to stop in and say I hope you guys had a great week. Also, I hope you noticed the end of year calendar is set. May 22nd is a day off. So is June 1st. So is June 8th. That means we don't have a 5-day week for the rest of the year. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll have more information for you in the coming weeks, but I just wanted to talk about the days off and the fact that you don't have a 5-day week for the rest of the year. I hope you enjoyed the week. And seniors, make sure you finish up strong if you're doing your senior experience. Get that in because I know that's due today. Anyway, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mr. Egan. And to add on to what you were saying, we've got some very exciting news for you all. The end of the year calendar has been revised, and it looks like we're getting out of school a bit early. Those 3 days taken away from spring break have now been moved to give us a few long weekends. One on Friday, May 22nd, aka Memorial Day weekend, another on Monday, June 1st, and then the following Monday, June 8th. Our last day of distance learning is Friday, June 12th, with NCHS graduation happening the following Monday, the 15th. This means the last day of the school year is now Tuesday, June 16th. However, our teachers are lucky enough to stick around for 2 extra days as you guys get out on the 18th. Sorry about that.
With that out of the way, let's get into the latest on the coronavirus. Believe it or not, Wednesday marked our 2-month anniversary of e-learning, starting on March 13th. So congrats on making it this far, guys. We only have 1 month left to go. Thanks to all the amazing efforts of everyone in this community, the town looks to slowly reopen starting next week. While parks have already opened, town fields and courts are looking to do the same starting Wednesday, with attendance posted at some locations. And restaurants anxiously await the ability to reopen outdoor dining while they continue to offer curbside pickup and delivery. As always, if you're showing any symptoms and need to be tested, there are testing sites at Norwalk, Stanford, and Greenwich hospitals. In order to get a testing appointment, you must first get a prescription from your physician. Also, every Wednesday night, Channel 79 hosts a live Zoom call in downtown New Canaan so stores can show their products to customers virtually and then they can purchase them online. Tune in to Channel 79 on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m.
But if you're heading out and about around town, a good way to protect yourself and rep your NC pride is by wearing a Rams face mask. While spring sports are canceled, the Ram All Sports Booster Club is still hard at work. Head to ncrams.com to buy an NC Rams face mask in either red or black for $15. After ordering, your masks will arrive in 2 weeks, and then you'll be sent a time and place for pickup. And for just $3 more, you can upgrade to a white 3-ply mask with an NC logo. Purchases can be made with either a credit card or through PayPal, and keep in mind that a portion of the sales go toward the New Canaan Community Foundation COVID-19 Response Fund. What a perfect way to give back to the community while protecting yourself and those around you.
But masks aren't the only way to help out our community. Stuco has been very active in our school and community, even during quarantine. So as you know, the care centers of New Canaan have been hit especially hard by the coronavirus, and any kind of contact from the outside world would mean so much to them. Stuco is asking for any kind of card, messages, or video recordings to share with the residents to keep them in touch with the community. Stuco President Theo Kammerer has a video for us explaining more about this incredibly thoughtful project.
With school remaining closed for the rest of the year, Stuco has been brainstorming ways to remain active in our school and town community during the current crisis. As we know, the care centers of New Canaan have been hit especially hard by the coronavirus, and a gleam of the outside world would mean everything to them. We're asking for any cards, messages, or video recordings to share with the residents to keep them in touch with the community. Some video examples may include jokes, songs, or stories. Please get creative. A Google Drive folder named Project Connection has been shared with you guys to drop these messages of goodwill. We are really hoping for this to be a collaborative effort from everyone in both the town and school community. Every submission counts. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Theo. Such a great project that you and Stuco are doing to help out the senior members of our community. But we also want to help out our NCHS seniors by purchasing a lawn sign. The NCHS Scholarship Fund is still selling signs on their website for $40 each. Once you purchase one, they will be automatically placed on your lawn shortly after being purchased. Now let's say you don't want a sign messing up your lawn, You can still make a donation through the Scholarship Fund's website. Just visit www.nchs-sf.org or just buy one as a gift for a family member or friend. Please think of your fellow students who rely on the NCHS Scholarship Fund for college and purchase a sign today.
And seniors, when purchasing a graduation lawn sign, think of all the wonderful memories you've made at NCHS, but also get excited about the new ones you'll make off at college. Seniors Izzy Carpenter and Kristen Raphael are here with more on how you can display your college pride since we aren't in school for College Shirt Day. Ladies?
Hi guys, it's Kristen.
And Izzy.
And today we wanted to talk to you about our college t-shirt video montage.
We're basically looking for everyone in the senior class to send in a photo of them either in their college t-shirt or sweatshirt. It could be outside, inside, whatever. Just basically of you in your college gear, flexing where you're going to college. And we're just using this video as a replacement for college t-shirt day.
So basically, all you have to do, get a picture taken, and you can text it to me, you can text it to Izzy, or you can email our NCPS accounts. Either is fine. And we would like you to do that by May 28th so that we can have it for
June 1st. So with that being said, guys, please just send in your photos by May 28th so we can get the ball rolling on the video.
Thanks, Izzy and Kristen. That sounds really exciting. So seniors, make sure you participate. And speaking of our amazing seniors, the 33rd Annual Senior Art Show, titled 2020 Vision, is now on display. Sort of. This year's show is being presented as a video on the NCHS website. The 18 seniors who are featured in the exhibit were given the job of creating a portfolio of their artwork through their high school years that reflects their artistic voice. The exhibit will also give 3 seniors the chance to have their artwork purchased. The purchased pieces will be on permanent display throughout the NCPS district offices and NCHS. This collection was started in 1969 in memory of an NCHS student, Fritz Egger. The Fritz Egger selection jury is made up of 2 high school administrators and 8 professional artists. We're showing you some of the senior shows now, but you sure can head over to NCHS website and watch the full video of all the phenomenal work done by our seniors.
Something else you might want to watch while you're at it, the New Age Film Festival's films are now up on the Film Club's website, which is saying film way too many times, so just check it out at the link below. To watch the film, simply go over to the 2020 entries and click on the genre of your choice, whether it be narrative, documentary, PSA, or open entry. After viewing all of the films in each category, make sure to vote for the ones that you liked best. Under 2020 entries, you can click here to vote and fill out the Google form for your favorite. You can only vote once per category, so make it count. Winners for both the Viewer's Choice Awards and the Juror's Choice Awards will be announced on Friday, June 5th, so make sure to get voting.
I watched some of the films earlier. Very impressive work, to say the least. Now, we know that the year has taken an abrupt end, and our seniors didn't get their traditional second semester or senior internships. But NCHS still wants to give them a nice way to end the year. The new Senior Experience program, created by the high school, allows seniors to propose a project on a topic of their choice, which they will complete in place of going to class, so long as it incorporates aspects of research and reflection, and incorporates some form of learning or personal growth. Ideas range from personal fitness goals to artistic projects, or even helping a local business from online. And you can check your emails from Mrs. Bianco to see some other idea examples. Remember, idea proposals were due at noon today, so you should hear back about your eligibility soon.
Yeah, Ian, but not everything is about our seniors. NCHS has a lot of other hardworking students, like those taking AP courses. A big congrats to everyone who already took their exam this week, and let's wish everyone taking them next week good luck. Here's the AP schedule for this upcoming week. Starting Monday the 18th, there's AP Biology at 2 and AP Environmental Science at 4. Tuesday the 19th is AP Music Theory at noon and AP Psychology at 2. Wednesday the 20th is AP Language and Composition at 2 and AP Micro-Econ at 4. Thursday the 21st is AP French Language at noon, AP World History at 2, and AP Macro-Econ at 4. And lastly, Friday the 22nd is AP Comparative Government at noon, AP Statistics at 2, and AP Spanish Language at 4. Now, if you guys are anything like me, you're terrified to take the test. But don't worry, studying and checking out the College Board tips on how to prepare will definitely help you. Good luck to everyone.
Like our hardworking AP students, the Courant staff has been hard at work, as always, even in quarantine. Sophomore NCTV reporter McKenna Usher spent some time with Courant editor-in-chief Alexandra Hart to find out some of the stories that they've been working on.
How do you think the Quran has made the transition from normal school into online school? Like, how has that transition been going, and what did you guys do?
At first, we were preparing to make a physical newspaper copy, but obviously we couldn't get the printers, and it was difficult without our computers at the school. So we started producing a lot more online content, so a lot more blogs, a lot of stories via interviews over Zoom, things like that.
I know that you guys are blogging, so what are some of your favorite segments that you guys have done?
One of my favorites was just posted recently, actually. So Hannah Teller, she's a junior. She created a company when she was 16, I believe, called Giggle Denim, and she posted this really touching personal story about why she created it and about her family.
Thanks, McKenna. The Quran sure has some interesting articles you should check out. So make sure you visit their website soon at nchscourant.com, including an interview about NCTV's podcast featuring me, Dylan Pescator, and Cortland Parrott, done by sophomore Lauren Doherty. And speaking of stuff to check out, our own AJ Boyd is back yet again with another movie review for us. AJ?
Thanks, Ian, and welcome back, everybody, to another review. Despite theaters being closed, Bronze Studios and Redbox Entertainment decided to release their $20 million movie, Capone. With Tom Hardy as the lead, the film follows the post-prison life of arguably the most famous American gangster of all time, Al Capone, and his family as he navigates through dementia and major mental problems. And essentially what the movie is this process of him getting into a flashback, going through a stroke, his wife getting upset about it and being scared, calling his doctor, and then the process repeats, which makes the movie somewhat of a mess. I mean, makes the timeline of the film not very clear. At the beginning of the movie, there's a little text box that says this movie goes over the last year of Al Capone's life. But if I hadn't seen that or read that, I honestly would not have known how much time had passed since the start to the end of the movie, because it's very confusing. The way that they put the flashbacks together doesn't really make sense. At times you can't tell what's real and what isn't. And I know sometimes they use that as kind of like a style to make it seem really cool and whatnot, but they use it too inconsistently to kind of make sense. That being said, Tom Hardy does do a good job portraying Al Capone in a vegetative state, and Linda Cardellini plays a very good wife. But the script weighs the movie down tremendously, and you just can't get over it. It's way too all over the place. My rating is a 4 out of 10. I feel like I didn't learn anything from this movie, to be honest. At the beginning, when they said that Al Capone developed dementia and this was the last year of his life, I would say that makes sense. And that's all you need to know for the whole movie, because that's basically all they go over, his dementia and his eventual death in the end. That's all for this week, guys. But tune in next week when I finally review the very famous TV show, Outer Banks. Goodbye, and be safe.
Thanks, AJ. I'll be sure to stay away from it. Sounds like a waste of time. But if you're more of a sports fan, Dylan Pescator has the latest on our sports news.
Well, even though there are no sports, I still managed to dig up some news for this week. Let's get right to it. I'm Dylan Pescator, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Let's continue to honor our seniors who are never getting their chance to play their final season. Today is all about lacrosse. Let's start with the boys, who are coming off an FCIAC championship last year, and we're going to be led by captains Justin Wheatfeld, who's heading to Michigan, Liam Griffiths, who's heading to Harvard, Bennett Ong, who's going to Army, Jack Finnegan going to Utah, and Kyle Russell, who's going to Franklin and Marshall. What a group of guys. The other seniors on the team we'd like to celebrate are Drew Guida, Jack Hagan, Dean Ciencio, Zach LaPolice, Andrew Simon, Hollis Kammerer, Rob Evans, Steve and Nick Hoagie, Charlie Seifel, and Theo Kammerer. What a group. To the girls' side, who are coming off a successful 18-5 season with appearances in the FCIAC and state championship games. They're going to be led by captains Quincy Connell, who's heading to Trinity, Jane Charlton, who's heading to Duke, and Natalie Lopez, who's going to Northwestern. The seniors that we'd like to celebrate are Olivia Bogdan, Elizabeth DiMarino, who's heading to Colby College, and Carney McKiernan, who's going to Bucknell. We honor these amazing athletes and hope this will bring a smile to their faces. On to sports that are happening, though. Here at NCHS, there is an alternative to get outside and keep your basketball skills sharp. Health and PE teacher Ms. Schultz is hosting a virtual Rams, aka horse, tournament, and you have to have a basketball hoop, of course, and someone to film you playing. More details will be released soon as the bracket is made, but make sure to email Ms. Schultz by today to tell her you're interested in participating. Lastly, shout out to the boys basketball team who raised $1,500 and were able to provide 3 meals plus snacks and drinks to the emergency room department at Greenwich Hospital. The hospital said that their generosity helped their clinical staff to sustain their resilience and continue to provide safe, high-quality care to our patients and community. Great job, boys. Your work is outstanding. Well, that's it from me, NCHS. It's been a lot of sports this week, and really that boys basketball team story stood out to me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Wow, the Rams tournament sure looks like fun, Dylan. And you know my broken jump shot will be making an appearance. I gotta practice, so hopefully we'll have some nice weather this weekend. Let's send it over to... Wait, is this script right? Is he really doing it? Well, let's send it over to the OG weatherman himself, Mr. Harvey Duplock.
Thanks, Ian. And you know what? When you're a station manager and a senior about to graduate, you get to do what you want. Now, it has been 532 days since my last weather report, so let's see if this old dog still has it in him. Anyways, I'm Harvey Duplock, and this is your weekend weather report. We woke up this morning in the upper 50s, which was really nice for a change, and as the day does go on, the temperature will continue to climb into the upper 70s, nearly reaching the 80s, possibly making today the hottest day of May yet. Now, sadly, you will only be able to enjoy the morning, as later on in the day, thunderstorms will develop, and with that comes some strong winds. So if you have any outside furniture, make sure to get those pillows inside. Luckily, the rain won't stick around for too long, as Saturday looks great. Lows will be in the upper 40s, but luckily it will warm up to a high in the lower 70s. It will be partly cloudy, which means that direct sun won't beat down on us, making Saturday an amazing day to go on a walk or finally get that pool ready for a swim. Now, the clouds will continue into Sunday, which will be the coldest day of the weekend. The low is just like the previous 2 days, that being in the 50s. However, the high only gets into the slow 60s. Despite the lower temperatures, it is still nice out, so please take advantage of it, especially because next week isn't looking so nice. Sunday night we'll see some rain that won't stop into the middle of next week. Well, NCHS, that's all from me today. Whatever you do, I hope you have a great weekend, and Amelie, back to you.
Thanks, Harvey. I'll be sure to get out and enjoy this weekend's weather. Now, before we go, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Alexander Weissman and Peyton Welch. I hope you and everyone else here at NCHS enjoys the weekend. This has been Amelie Lenoff.
And I'm Ian Nicholas. Remember, send us any news you have to nctv78@gmail.com, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube at NCTV78. We've recently hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, so let's see how fast we can get to 1K. I know you guys can do it. I believe in you to make it happen. But if you've already subscribed to all of our channels, stick around for our new cooking segment hosted by Fiona Stevens. I heard she's making mug cakes. That sounds exciting. Have a great weekend, NCHS, and we'll see you next week.
Hey NCHS, it's me, Fiona Stevens, coming at you with a brand new segment for NCTV, Quarantine Cooking. Now, if you're a chronic stress baker like me, you definitely have been thriving during quarantine. And I'm here to give you guys some easy recipes to try at home, to just try and relax during all the stressful times. I know I'm no Claire from Bon Appetit, but I'm gonna try my best. So today's take is a chocolate chip cookie for one, because we're in quarantine and I'm lonely. I just want a hug. The first thing that we're gonna do is that we are going to melt some butter. I highly recommend putting a lid on top so that it does not explode. While we wait for the butter to melt, it is now time to separate an egg. Now, I personally like using the rock the boat technique because it's just a little bit easier to move around. I like to half the shell and you just kind of rock the boat.
and let the egg white settle into a bowl below.
Now that you have your egg yolk and your melted butter, we're gonna put that in the mug. Now I say you use a medium-sized mug. It's just help when it rises that it doesn't overflow. We're going to put a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Using just a simple fork, you're gonna mix that together. After it's been well mixed, take 3 tablespoons of flour, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Then you're gonna add your chocolate chips. Now, the recipe that I'm using says use 3 tablespoons. I say use as many as you'd like. And mix. All right, once that is well mixed and most of the flour has completely dissolved in the mixture, just kind of lightly tap the top to make sure that everything is kind of nice, flat, and smooth. And then you're going to add extra chocolate chips because why not? And then into the microwave it goes. And then voila, cookie for one. That is hot, okay. If you have any other recipes that you would like me to try out, please drop a suggestion in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I certainly will because I have a Netflix party to crash.